Hello guys and welcome back to the CRM Carpenter tutorial series, and today I will teach you how to create a Zoho CRM Deluge script through a workflow for transferring a subform line items between modules. So in this view we have this first module, the products module, and here we have the subform software info, which has the data, the software name, and the other data it has. So what we're going to achieve is whenever a record from the other module is created, all these data from the subform will be transferred here with the same structure of subform. So that will happen if the products module is being looked up in the other record. So to begin that, we will create a workflow. So let's create a workflow here in the purchase module, and let's name it as transfer subform line items between modules. So click next, and it will be triggered whenever a record is created in this module. Let's select all purchase, so meaning it will not check a condition. It will not be based on any condition whenever a whenever uh, the record is being triggered. So click done, and let's add an instant action through a function. So let's configure a function writing our own functions. So let's name this as copy line items to another module. Okay, let's click create, and here what we're going to do is start creating the function. Let's start it by adding an argument. So the argument would be the purchase ID. Okay, there we go. So first things first is to get the purchase record. Purchase rec equals to Soho that CRM that get record by ID, and let's select the API of the purchase module. You can find it here in your setup, then under developer hub, API and SDK, API names, and here purchase. Okay, and let's click it. So the API of the purchase module is this one, API name copy, and let's get inside in the purchase module where it shows all the API name of the fields it have. Okay, so let's get back to creating the function. So right here is the argument or the purchase ID, and next step is to get the product bundle lookup ID. So the product rec ID or the record ID equals purchase rec that get, let's get the product bundle name, this one. This is the API, and let's add it here between those codes, and that get ID. Next step is to get the product bundle record. So product rec equals soho dot crm that get record by ID, and now we will choose the API of the products module. Okay, this one. And so we will base the record of that product record ID in the product record ID here. Okay. Now we will be moving to the next step in getting the product bundle subform. So let's create a variable for that. Product subform data equals product rec dot get, and here is the API name of the subform. So we will find the uh, subform data of that subform in the products module. So right here we have software info, and let's find the subform here. Software info, the data type is subform, so we are sure that it is this one. Let's copy that one and paste it in here. And next step would be let's prepare a subform list. Purchase equals subform list equals list. And now we will loop for all those data in the product subform data. We will loop each items or line items within the subform in the products modules. So between these datas, let's continue for each item in product subform data. Let's begin creating a map because we will put all those line items in this map. Let's begin adding the line items one by one. Subform map that put so this would be the API of the purchase subform line items. First, let's go to the purchase and let's find each line items API name. Let's begin by getting the software name. So right here, and next is getting the software name of the products where it will be the origin of the data. That get. So we're now diving back into the products module and get the API name of that software name. So we can see that it's the same. And let's enclose the parentheses and okay. And let's add the next line item data. Okay, so to make it quick, we have added all the needed line items of the products module subform data, and we map it to the purchase uh, subform data as well. So in this, we will add this subform map into this list. Purchase subform list that add subform map. So now we have already prepared the mappings of the fields, and next is let's set up the updating of that purchase record. So from here, we will again create a map. Update map equals map. And so update map that put. So here again, we will get the API name of the purchase modules subform field or subform data. Let's get back in here and let's find the API name of the subform. So it's here. It's this is the subform API name, and let's paste it in here. And everything that in this software info subform will be added in this one. Let's paste the purchase subform list in here. Okay, so we'll now add the response equals Zoho that crm that update record. So the module will be the purchase and the number is the purchase ID and the key value would be the map. So here the update map. Let's info a response. So if you're going to run it manually here inside here, now you can see the lags if it's successfully or not. Now let's click save and associate. Let's click save and let's try it now. And now we will test it. Okay, let's create a purchase record and let's create a purchase name, for example January orders, and select a product bundle name which look up into the products module, that would be the origin module of the subform data. So we have selected this one that contains all the subform data that we are expecting to be transferred in here, and let's click save and let's take a one good refresh. And as you can see, all the subform data from the products module record is has been transferred here into the other module. So that's how you create a Deluge script for transferring subform data between modules. Thank you for watching and hang on for another tutorial videos.